Hello everybody, some dumb guy here today, and I'm just touching base briefly to share the glorious news. Kino Lorber is having their fall sale. Went live today, featuring 756 titles, running from today through Monday, October 21st. Lots of fun stuff to be had. Certainly beating Kino Lorber's Labor Day sale, which featured a whopping 27 titles, none of which I had ever heard of before. And that was certainly a first. Needless to say, didn't partake in that one. Looking forward to browsing this one here and seeing what's what. Preparing to do this video, on a side note, when I went to open their website, I found a very interesting phenomenon that I've actually seen twice now. You get their email if you're signed up. Okay, they'd take, okay, we're having our sale today, right? You click on the link, it takes you to it, great. But preparation for this, I just happened to pop onto their website, type it in, browser, but guess what? There's nothing. Nothing on their homepage about this whatsoever. Yeah, you get some titles, some announcements, everything else. You can go through, and this is really awkward. Go through here, and you can go through all their little arrows, their little stuff they've got going on, which I'm not going to be able to do this backwards, but suffice it to say, you can scroll through this homepage, top to bottom, left to right, everything. There's no mention of the sale. I actually had to Google Kino Lorber sale for it to come up, and to get an option. And very strange, that one, if you just happen to be someone who stumbles across the site, just random, you're not subscribed to their emails, you decide to go on there, you can go through this whole thing and never even know that there is a sale to take advantage of. But yeah, as I said, go through the link, it pops up, you can Google it, it comes up, no problem at all. One thing I did find strange though was after that I was on their homepage, which was regular, once I logged in, the sale prominently produced itself right there on the front, so that was kind of strange. So I haven't really had an opportunity to go through the list yet. I was at the theater today, and as they were going through all their ridiculous trailers I've seen a dozen times, checked my email real quick, saw the sale, opened up the site, saw the number of titles, kind of flipped through maybe like the half of the first page, and that's as far as I've gone. However, in preparation for their next sale, I decided that I was going to start exploring Kino Lorber's film noir collection, which I have previously added to my cart. I have collection 1 all the way down through the current coming up 22. To buy them all, they apparently are all on the sale, $582.70. Not doing that. I thought maybe though that I would explore the first 2 titles, first 2 collections. So they're probably givens for me. And their first collection for film noir, I think, is the only one that features more than 3 titles, and this one actually has a total of 5, which is Witness to Murder, He Ran All the Way, Storm Fear, A Bullet for Joey, oh poor Joey, and Big House USA. It's this collection right here. I think I'm going to start there at the beginning. I'm curious about film noir. I don't think I personally have any experience with it, and I think this is a good opportunity to dive in and explore a little bit. Like I said, I will also get probably collection number 2, which is this one here. Includes titles The Female Animal, The Price of Fear, I hope it's not too expensive, and Thunder on the Hill. I wonder if it's restricted to only the Hill. So we'll do that. And my wish list is about 45 titles long. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. That list never seems to get any shorter no matter what I do. They're usually remnants of previous sales that I added to my cart, whittled down, and these are basically the rejects. Those I don't put a high priority on. I have a few Clint Eastwood titles in here. I have a few Charles Bronson titles in here. I have a few Catherine Deneuve titles in here, which I absolutely adore, that French lady. And some random other stuff. I might have some Gene Wilder titles in here I'd like to pick up as well. So I've got to sort through those 45 titles. Got to get all but the 2 top ones of the film noir collection out of my cart. And then I've got to go through the other 756 titles and see just what I want to take advantage of. I think this is going to be a costly sale. So anyway, that's what we have. There are lots and lots to choose from. I'm not going to go through any kind of detail here. That's for you to explore and to find out yourself. This is just page 1. Ooh, is that Buck Rogers? That is Buck Rogers. I bought that a couple years ago on I think my very first Kino purchase for one of their sales. So that's it. I've got work to do. Speaking of Mr. Bronson, right there, Breakheart Pass. That'll be, I think, one that I have actually in my wish list currently. So anyway, keeping this one brief. Just wanted to share the news for those who aren't aware of it. If you've gone through, what are your interests? What are you planning on picking up? What are your curiosities there? Let's get a little engagement going on this channel for these things. In the meantime, I'd love to say Sugar says hi, but she's currently playing Bag Lady right here. Sugar really loves her little fabric bag. It stays here on the couch pretty much all the time. She likes to climb in it and take naps, so she's there. She's not making an appearance. Over here, got a nice little batch collection for my next haul video. Everything has trickled in over the course of the last week and a half, and got the last one today, so I'm going to be preparing another haul video coming up in the next couple days. Got another box down here, goodies, which I'm going to do something in preparation for a future video involving what I do to maintain what I guess some people might consider a slightly large physical media collection. Where do I store it? How do I have the space for it in such a restricted living environment? Well, right here is part of my answer. These cases I buy, miniature Blu-ray cases, 6mm thick if I'm not mistaken. Each hold 2 discs, custom artwork. Get 2 movies for the space of 1, basically, maybe even a little bit less depending on the original case that they came in. This one to even have the metallic embossed Blu-ray logo, if that's not coming in too well right there, too much glare. But yeah, these are handy little cases. What I do might be sacrilegious to some, but when it comes down to making a choice between keeping movies in their original case, either on a shelf or in a box, hey, I see movement, it lives, or amassing as many movies into my library as I possibly can, I would go with the latter option. So, but that'll be for a later video. I'll go into that in more detail, but just getting prepared for handling that. So anyway, once again, I thank you all for joining me. How about, like I said, a little engagement here. If you're looking for any titles out of this Kino sale, let me know. I'd love to share with you guys, interact, maybe any recommendations as I go through them, and see if there's anything that any of you have experience with that's currently on this sale that you might want to share. Let me see. Yeah, anyway, recommendations, let me have them. Talk to you later. Thanks again for watching. I'll talk to you next time.